Dirty Dan. I don't know what you mean. I'm Dirty Dan.
It's absolutely amazing.
I'm Dirty Dan.
Whoa, Dirty Dan.
I feel like slapping a nigga today.
Yes, gooey cheese. The new gooey and chorito, starting at just 99 cents for a limited time.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 food items that don't exist anymore.
Cheesecake.
Those cheesecake snack bars, nigga, what? I ain't gonna hold you. Them bitches are delicious. Those, oh man, them hoes is fat nigga delight. That shit is delicious. The blueberry John, the raspberry John, the strawberry John, oh, all them bitches was fire.
What? This is heaven.
For this list, we're looking at a whole array of foods ranging from fast food favorites, store-bought snacks,
Ew.
candy, and cereals that are sadly no longer widely available. Which of these foods do you desperately need back in your life?
Y'all was eating
Let us know in the
McRibs?
comments. Number 20, Oreo Cakesters.
Billy's got an Oreo cakester. Billy's got an Oreo cakester.
They're like Oreos, but cakey.
Honestly, I didn't really like Oreo cakesters. Excuse me. It was a little, I don't know, I just didn't like the texture. I like Oreos all day, you know what I'm saying? I prefer my Oreos to be kind of crunchy, you know what I'm saying? You fuck with the cakesters? See, I didn't really fuck with the cakesters. I don't really like, well, I don't really like cake like that for real. You know what I'm saying? I don't really eat that much cake and, you know, baked goody goods and shit. But like, just, you know, Oreo flavoring cookies and cream, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they did. I still see them. I don't really fuck with them Jones like that.
If that description turns you off, then maybe you're too young to remember Oreo Cakesters in their heyday. That's because this Oreo experiment was more than just an Oreo cookies snack cake hybrid.
Really, Brian? What? Dunking Oreo Cakesters? Come on, buddy. You know that dunking is for Oreo cookies only.
Dad, this is the Oreo of snack cakes. It was made for dunking.
There was a
Made for
fluffy
dunking.
indulgence to the creamy filling that tasted a bit more executive than your average double stuff, while the cake itself was softer and more spongy than it had any right to be, honestly. Did Oreo Cakesters feel like the cookie company was trying to go for that sweet, sweet hostess money? Maybe. We weren't complaining. Bring these back.
New Oreo Cakesters. Oreo cream sandwiched between two moist
They are
chocolate
back.
cakes. This is big.
Number 19, ice cream cone cereal. Sugar-loaded cereals are like crack for kids, so it's only natural that the sickening
I never tried these. I seen them before. They're basically like, you know that chip Bugles? They're basically like sweet Bugles with what, cookies and cream balls? Could be kind of cool.
sickeningly sweet brands are the ones we're gonna remember most fondly. Case in point, ice cream cone cereal. Sold by General Mills in the late 80s when companies were not even bothering to pretend that the cereal they were peddling was healthy, ice cream cones consisted of puffed sweet treats that tasted like your favorite flavors of ice cream: chocolate chip, vanilla, and chocolate. Little golden sugar cone-shaped triangles stood in for the cones to complete the visual effect. They only lasted a year in their original run, though it was brought back for a one-time deal in 2003 for the ice cream cone's 100th anniversary, and General Mills introduced drumstick cereal in 2019. But 1987 was still the sweetest year of them all. Number 18, Cheetos Twisted.
It's geometry time. Ooh, snackometry time.
It may seem as if there's a new
Them hoes
flavor
is
of
fire.
Cheetos available every week, so you'd be forgiven if you didn't notice that Cheetos Twisted no longer exist.
New Twisted Cheetos snacks.
These curly Q-shaped Cheeto snacks were thicker, meaning more of that finger-staining cheese dust to coat your fingers.
I used to fuck with
They
those.
also arrived armed with that patented Cheetos Crunch, and were available from around 2002 to 2012. But all good things must eventually come to an end. The Cheetos folks discontinued their Twisted brand, but never fear because the company is bound to create something similar down the line.
Deliciously twisted, dangerously cheesy.
Number 17, McDonald's Arch Deluxe. The Arch Deluxe
The who?
was a deluxe flop.
I was gonna say that.
Me too. So obvious.
McDonald's had been growing a reputation as a restaurant for children, and they created the Arch Deluxe to combat this notion. Made specifically for adults, it contained a quarter-pound burger with all the typical toppings, plus a special sauce mixed from mustard and mayonnaise.
The soft, comforting potato roll.
I don't like when people say special
The
sauce.
chain launched a massive marketing campaign to promote the burger and released it nationwide in the spring of 1996.
I don't like that.
Unfortunately, it proved an enormous bomb owing to its premium price and high caloric count.
I even get to make the Arch Deluxe.
After $300 million spent in research, development, and marketing, McDonald's discontinued the Arch Deluxe in August of 2000.
If it were any more grown up, we'd need to check your ID.
Number 16, Shake 'em Up fries. It's amazing what fast food companies will do to capture the attention of children. Take some standard.
Not gonna hold you. That's when Burger King was like in a bag. No pun intended. But them Shake 'em Up Jones, they were fire. They used to basically give you the Cheeto dust or the Cheeto cheese. Put that shit in there. You got cheese fries, bro. Like Cheeto fries. But like fresh as Cheeto fries. That shit used to bust.
Fries, add a packet of flavoring, and bam, Shake 'em Up fries. Thanks for your money.
There's so many ways you can shake them up, like the jackhammer shake, the helicopter shake. You can simply dump in your fries, add as much delicious cheese flavor as you like, then shake and eat.
Back in 2002, Burger King introduced this item, which was essentially fries with a packet of cheese powder that allowed kids to make the so-called cheesy fries. It was a fun little novelty, but not much else. And like most novelties, the fun quickly wore off, and the Shake 'em Up fries were discontinued as quickly as they appeared. They now exist solely in the nostalgic recesses of 90s kids everywhere. Number 15, Dairy Queen Breeze.
If you love frozen yogurt, the new Breeze will really blow you away!
The Blizzard is a Dairy Queen mainstay and has
Breeze gonna do
remained
what
as
to you?
such since its introduction in 1985. The company sold 100 million Blizzards in its first year alone, and people continuously flock to the chain to get their hands on the soft-serve treat.
Our famous Blizzard is on sale now for just 99 cents. Or get a Breeze
99
made with
cents.
non-fat frozen yogurt, same price.
5 years after its
Breeze
inception,
was
Dairy Queen
cheap.
attempted a low-calorie frozen yogurt alternative called the Breeze, which was said to have 10 fewer calories per ounce.
The delicious blended fresh Breeze frozen
$1.39.
yogurt treat, now just $1.39.
$1.39?
You're right.
The Breeze lasted over a decade,
Well, those prices-
but never reached the cultural heights of its denser
We'll never see
predecessor,
that shit
and
again.
was discontinued in 2001 owing to a lack of demand. Number 14, Volcano Burrito. Introduced in 1995 as a tie-in to the movie Congo, the Volcano Burrito came equipped with the standard ground beef, shredded cheese, rice, red tortilla strips, and a special lava sauce.
If you're hungry for excitement, get the new Volcano Burrito at Taco Bell. But hurry, at just 99 cents, a taste eruption like this won't be active for long.
$1?
It disappeared following the promotion, but was brought back in the spring of
Following
2009,
the
where it
promotion,
was
crazy.
placed on the so-called Volcano menu, alongside the Volcano Taco.
Want one? Oh, great. Look at you. You're a mess. Relax. I got it covered.
It was a very popular item, and even to this day, people are trying to replicate the delicious lava sauce at home. Unfortunately, the Volcano menu was scrapped in 2012, and the Volcano Burrito disappeared the following year.
Don't look at me.
That said, it can reportedly still be found in Britain, South Korea, and Iceland. Number 13, S'mores Grahams, aka S'mores Crunch. Ice cream is great, but maybe you gravitated more towards the serialized, deconstructed version of this late-night camping fireside snack. General Mills has shrunk down many a treat over the years. Some have stood the test of time, like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, while others, like French Toast Crunch, were discontinued, only to be revived due to popular demand.
I like it.
Sadly,
French
this
Toast Crunch is
particular
that shit,
offering,
nigga.
which boldly threw marshmallows into the mix without even bothering to disguise them as something else, is no longer available. It ran from 1982 to 1988 and was briefly brought back in the 90s, only to get the axe again. Number 12, Yogos.
Kellogg's Yogos just got hit with watermelon splash flavor! Part fruity flavor, part yogurty coating. New watermelon splash flavor Yogos! Worlds of fun!
Parents will often do just about anything to get their kids to eat healthy. But even the busiest folks have their limits. Yogos weren't trying to masquerade as healthy fruit or yogurt, but instead were sugary, fruit-flavored snacks with a
Ain't like them
yogurt
hoes.
coating on top. They were an acquired taste, to say the least, but millennials were on that taste back when they were kids, as Yogos seemed to be on top between 2005 and the beginning of the 2010s.
Logo on the Yogo.
Chewy, sweet, sour, and available in varieties of berry flavors, Yogos were perhaps too unique for this world, and burned so bright that they could never be brought back.
Ah, what a blast! Just like new Go-Go Gorilla Mix. Seriously rough stuff.
Number 11. Philadelphia Cheesecake Snack Bars.
Ooh, big snack bars.
Hey, ever think to yourself, I've been good. Why shouldn't I have cheesecake for a snack?
Cheesecake.
Miss those.
What? This is heaven.
No? It was just us? Yeah, well, we have no regrets about devouring this indulgent snack from the Philadelphia people. Small, snack-sized cheesecake squares available to eat any hour of the day. You want the graham cracker bottom? You get the graham cracker bottom. You want sweet icing and fruit laced over that thick cheesecake deliciousness? Shut the front door and eat these slices of heaven in private, because we guarantee you're gonna have a moment. We can only hope and pray that the next time we stroll by our grocer's freezer, this classic snack will be staring back at us.
Treat yourself to the rich and creamy cheesecake taste of Philadelphia snack bars.
Here you go, Fluffy.
They're a little taste of heaven.
Number 10. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cereal. Yes! General Mills has released a modern TMNT-themed cereal inspired by the animated Nickelodeon series, but that is not the cereal we want. This show, as well as the contemporary live-action films, may resonate with the youth, but we are here in the name of nostalgia, and for 80s and 90s kids, few properties hit the mark like our favorite Heroes in a Half Shell. Featuring our beloved animated crime fighters on the box, this cereal, true to its namesake, was an odd hybrid that combines a base cereal similar to Chex with Lucky Charms-style marshmallows. And you know what? It was totally awesome.
Hey, Shredhead, want to help put all the marshmallows back? These guys can handle it.
Number 9. Hershey's Bites. The Hershey's Company has so many delicious snacks under their belt, it's easy to forget that there's also plenty of forgotten classics. Hershey's Swoops were one, but the penultimate spot on our list goes to the much-missed Hershey's Bites. No, not the candy bites, but this even crunchier and more snackable concoction that came in a variety of flavors.
Hey, look who just showed up! Introducing new Kit Kat and Heath Bites.
You get the feeling everyone is staring at us?
What, is my bag open?
Rolos, Kit Kats, peppermint patties, and more were all shrunk down and packaged in a size that was perfectly geared for guzzling. Unfortunately, they posed a choking hazard for some, and most of the line was discontinued. However, Hershey's website does say that limited flavors can be purchased direct, but don't go scouring store shelves for this one. Number 8. Cap'n Crunch's Oops Choco Donuts. It's a thin line that companies need to walk when trying to market cereal based on baked goods to kids. Parents can seemingly accept sweet treat-based products, as long as they're inspired by traditional breakfast dishes like French toast or cinnamon toast. But when the concept is something like ice cream, or as is the case here, donuts, it's a little harder to swallow. Parents be damned though, these were awesome. With the familiar face of Cap'n Crunch on the box, these chocolate cereal rings garnished with sprinkles were a home run with the kids.
Sprinkles.
Sadly, they were also too good for this world, and were discontinued. Number 7. Keebler Magic Middles.
An idea that will change the cookie world forever. Melted chocolatey middles in the cookies.
Too late, we just did it. New Keebler Magic Middles.
If there were ever a snack cookie king, this was the one. The mighty Keebler elves truly outdid themselves when they magically concocted the recipe for the perfect treat.
Caught him smuggling melted chocolatey filling out of your factory.
Tree.
Pretty clever. He hid it inside this chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, you mean Keebler Magic Middles.
The shortbread wasn't too sweet and held its integrity against that chocolatey or peanut buttery flavor core that burst onto your taste buds with the force of a fudgy freight train. Oh, and if you warmed these bad boys in the microwave for a few seconds, absolute heaven. We're not sure if we can go all the way to the top of the Keebler elf hierarchy for some answers, but we are desperate for Magic Middles to be made available again.
New Magic Middles from Keebler.
Genius, pure genius.
Number 6. McRib.
What'd you say this was again?
McDonald's calls it the McRib sandwich. It's a new kind of Q.
It's unfair to say that the McRib doesn't exist anymore. Rather, it's been made a seasonal favorite in the vein of Starbucks Pumpkin Spice Latte. Invented by René Aran, the same man who made Chicken McNuggets, The McRib was introduced as a limited time item in
You're wearing
1981.
gloves.
And with a big icy Coke, it's well, you're only human.
It's not even that spicy. I would just eat some Wingstop.
Unfortunately, it suffered a few years
I
of
feel like having my
disappointing
hands
sales
dirty while I
and
was still,
permanently taken
clicking
off
and
the
shit.
menu 4 years later. It was nationally revived in 1994 as a tie-in promotion with the Flintstones movie and has remained a seasonal item ever
got
since.
full.
It's typically brought back in the fall, with some theorizing that its return coincides with the seasonally low price of pork.
But you don't need to be told that, because a calendar reminder already did.
Number 5, Bell Beefer. Serving as Taco Bell's answer to hamburger joints, the Bell Beefer was a sloppy Joe-like burger with ground
Ew.
beef, onions, lettuce, and a special sauce. Nothing fancy,
Why?
but it certainly gets
Or you
the
should
job
get
done.
hit. I ate
Introduced
some.
in
I
the
ate good.
60s as the chili
I had a
burger,
10-piece
the
and I
Bell
ate.
Beefer enjoyed initial success, but quickly fell by the wayside.
I had a 10-piece and I
Just sort
ate.
of stuck around for a while. Not popular enough to be a bestseller, but not poor enough to be cut from the menu. But when Taco Bell transitioned to the Tex-Mex style in the late 80s and early 90s, the Bell Beefer finally got the boot. It made a brief resurgence in 2012 as part of the dollar menu, but this too has disappeared. Number 4, Waffle Taco. Taco Bell wanted to get in on the breakfast
ate
market,
8?
and their first order of business was the Waffle Taco.
The next generation of breakfast is here. Introducing the Waffle Taco. Eggs and
I
sausage
ate, though.
wrapped up in a waffle.
Consisting
I
of a
didn't eat
folded
8.
waffle, bacon or sausage, scrambled eggs, and a drizzle of syrup, the Waffle Taco was a truly bizarre concoction, even for those used to selling
didn't
fast
eat
food
8, but I
novelties.
ate.
Waffle Taco, the chain's answer to the iconic McMuffin.
We did it in a uniquely Taco Bell way. We're going to do something a little bit different, and so that's how we think that we have a great chance.
Unfortunately, it didn't look good from the outset, with Chief Marketing Officer Chris Brandt ambiguously stating, quote, "Some of the things on our menu might run out of gas." That proved to be the case, as the Waffle Taco was discontinued just 1 year after its inception, having been replaced with the Biscuit Taco. Number 3, Enchilito. The source of
What did I
Taco
do?
Bell's
Enchilito's
Enchilito
alright.
remains disputed, with various franchise owners and even a high school
Please,
student
what,
from
eat
Montebello
more?
receiving
I'm
credit.
full.
Gooey,
I
it's
would eat.
Gooey, it's your old friend Enchilito.
I'll
Just
finish my food
99
later.
cents for a limited time.
The Enchilito appeared in the 60s when one could buy an Enchilito, a taco, and a drink for 89 cents, which is about $7 today. It was composed of a tortilla, ground beef, beans, onions, and cheese.
Yes, gooey cheese.
It was officially discontinued in 1993, but brought back later that decade
Ew,
following intense
olives.
demand. Unfortunately, it was once again taken off the menu in 2013 and has remained off ever since. With that said, customers can reportedly still order one owing to its traditional ingredients and easy construction. Number 2, Burger King Ribs. Ribs were the last thing people expected from a fast food joint like
Burger King
and
ribs?
it was this novelty that made the
Ew. Them hoes look gross. Ew, that shit look like a knee replacement.
them a phenomenon. Back in May of 2010, Burger King introduced racks of ribs to their menu, charging customers $8.99 to get their hands on the smoky goodness.
Believe it. Bone-in, fire-grilled barbecue ribs, slow-cooked and smoky from Burger King.
And while some balked at the premium
That shit
price,
look gross.
others flocked to their local franchise to give them a try. In fact, the promotion proved so successful that they were forced to cut it short owing to a lack of product. Ravenous customers had eaten their entire supply, but despite the obvious demand, the ribs have never been brought back. Before we continue,
They
be
lying.
sure to subscribe
Ain't no-
to our
ain't no
channel
way that
and
shit
ring
was
the
that
bell to
popular
get
that they
notified
ate the
about our
whole
latest
stock.
videos.
Ain't no
You
fucking
have
way.
the option to be notified
That
for
shit sound
occasional
gross.
videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, McPizza.
This is literally what Chicken told me to look up the other day when we was doing an old one.
There once was a time when you could order pizza from an everyday McDonald's. Introduced in the 80s, the McPizza, as it was creatively called, was instantly mocked by consumers and competitors alike, with Pizza Hut even calling it the McFrozen.
No dessert for me, Mom. I don't deserve it.
Family-sized pepperoni pizza. It's a parent's dream come true.
And while it proved to be a somewhat popular novelty item, it was never really able to shed its reputation, and it was permanently pulled from the menu in the late 90s. McDonald's claims that the McPizza was discontinued owing to its long cook times, as each pizza took upwards of 10 minutes to make. Talk about a drive-through clogger.
$5.99 pizza with love from McDonald's.
However, those willing to make a trip to Orlando, Florida will find the last McDonald's in the world still serving the McPizza. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo.